The Expanded University, imaginative and boundless. It's interesting to see how many fans see the new Jedi Order as a reset button or clean slate when it comes to the expanded universe. I see some people even going so far as saying they hate the NJO era. They criticize some of the creative choices made, and they point to a change in tone, a change in feel. The New Republic was losing the war. There were these weird aliens that worship pain. Chewbacca's death. Ah! It's really easy to zero in on those things and overlook the faithful continuation of character development, fresh storytelling, and references to the eras loved by many of these critics: Bantam, the original Del Rey, LucasArts, Dark Horse, and even Marvel. In part 1 of this series, we will hit the first 5 books. The first book in the series, Vector Prime by R.A. Salvatore, mentioned Admiral Hiram Drayson retiring after Borsk-Valia was elected Chief of State. Drayson was first mentioned and appeared in Timothy Zahn's trilogy. The Nogri, who also first appeared in Zahn's trilogy, in fact in the first scene, are maintained as Leia's bodyguards in the new series. Kip Duran of the Jedi Academy trilogy by Kevin J. Anderson would play a prominent role early in the series. Lastly, in something of a self-fulfilling prophecy, Nominor first appeared in Dark Horse Comics' Crimson Empire 2, Council of Blood. Although the comic creators intended for the character to be an extragalactic invader, his species, the Yuuzhan Vong, had not yet been established. Once the invasion storyline was shifted to novel format at Del Rey, the Nominor character was used as the basis for the species. Dark Tide 1, Onslaught by Michael A. Stackpole saw the return of Luke's surviving students on Yavin. A Corran Horn-centric story, many of the characters from the X-Wing books are mentioned or appear, such as Aniri Forge, Gavin Darklighter, or Asir Salar. Even Kian Farlander of the 1993 X-Wing game gets a mention. Of course, the character built up by Stackpole and Zahn in iJedi in the Hand of Thrawn duology, Elagos Aklaw, plays a major role. In Book 2 of the duology, there is mention of the events from the Black Fleet crisis, the xenophobic atrocities committed by the Yavetha. There is mention of the Sun Crusher from the Jedi Academy trilogy, and the Eye of Palpatine from Children of the Jedi. Zooks thought the latter had a sister ship that could be used against the Vong. Character-wise, Admiral Pelion appears, still a force to be reckoned with in the Imperial Remnant, picking up where we left him in Vision of the Future. Wedge Antilles' arc continues, with mentions of his wife and history with Baron Fell, who is married to Wedge's sister. The Agents of Chaos duology by James Luceno is ripe ground for identifying pre-NJO references. I'm sure I will miss many, but here we go. Belindi Kalinda and Showalter from the Corellian trilogy return as New Republic intelligence operatives. New Republic fleet officer Atana Bot of the Black Fleet crisis makes an appearance. His rival Brand is also in the book. Lumpy, or Weru if you will, and his mother Mala and grandfather Itchy from the Marvel Comics and Tyrant's Test appear. Roa from the Brian Daley novel Han Solo's Revenge appears. Events from that book and trilogy are discussed. James Luceno and the late Brian Daley were good friends, even jointly writing Robotech novels together under the pseudonym Jack McKinney. Bria Theron, Han's first love from the Han Solo trilogy by A.C. Crispin, is mentioned. Prince Isolder and the Hapens of many Bantam era books are in the duology, playing a major role. Han's cousin Thraken Sal Solo from the Corellian trilogy and Crispin trilogy has a role. The Jubilee Wheel is a nod to the Wheel from the Marvel Comics series. There is mention of the planet Mimbin from Splinter of the Mind's Eye. The E-Wing fighter introduced in the Dark Empire comics is there. The new Jedi Order was by no means a reset for the expanded universe. It contained many references to publications from Bantam, Original Del Rey, Dark Horse, LucasArts, and others. It continued character arcs. It featured many of the same authors. The NJO is EU. The NJO is real Star Wars.